Welcome to this explainer. Okay, today we are diving into an absolutely massive update from ChatGPT. And right out of the gate, I really want you to completely shift how you think about AI. I mean, try to view this not just as another software patch or, some neat little feature update. We're talking about a genuine opportunity to hire a proactive, highly capable digital coworker. We are officially way past the days of just talking to a simple prompt box.
Seriously, what if you could hire a senior research assistant and a top-tier design partner in exactly 5 minutes, entirely for free? Now, I know that sounds like a total exaggeration, right? But as we're about to see, this is the actual reality of what you can pull off right now. The time and cost savings we're going to explore today, we're going to completely flip how you view your team's daily bandwidth.
Section 1, Meet Your AI Coworker. Let's dive right into this paradigm shift.
So what we're talking about here are actual autonomous AI agents. They don't just sit out there on some isolated website. These agents live directly inside your Slack workspace, your Gmail, your calendar, working right alongside your human team. Think about traditional chatbots. They just sit there isolated in a browser tab, waiting for you to tell them what to do. Autonomous agents are completely different. They are proactive. The real game changer here is that an autonomous agent actually decides what matters on its own, rather than just passively waiting around for your instructions.
Section 2, Connecting Your Workspace Tools. So how do we actually get our new digital coworker onboarded and ready to go?
Well, the setup process takes literally about 5 minutes. First, you just select a template from over 20 pre-built options, maybe a data analyst or a customer reply drafter. Next, you connect a custom MCP or your Slack workspace, and finally, you just deploy it. The best part? You can build a real, fully functioning agent with absolutely zero coding knowledge. You literally just click through the steps. Honestly, a 10-year-old could probably set one of these up, though, maybe keep them away from the corporate credit card.
Now, you might be wondering about that custom MCP term I just threw out there. Think of it as the secret sauce that makes these agents so incredibly powerful. It's essentially a secure connector that lets the AI interact directly with your specialized workspace tools. So you can plug the agent straight into Notion, Linear, or even your company's CRM. The software you use to organize all your customer data. It taps directly into your existing real-time information.
Section 3, the AI Chief of Staff. Let's take a look at a concrete example of this in action.
For this explainer, let's call our newly hired Chief of Staff agent Jerry. We asked Jerry to jump into a Slack channel called Daily AI Updates and basically summarize all the links posted over the last 24 hours. The workflow it takes is wild. First, Jerry reads all the context in Slack. Then, Jerry autonomously writes and executes Python code just to extract the URLs. Next, it searches the web to read the actual articles. And finally, Jerry outputs a perfectly clean Excel SS spreadsheet summary.
Okay, we really need to pause here for a second because this is the absolute wow moment. Nobody told Jerry to write Python code. Nobody told Jerry to go search the web. The agent figured out entirely on its own that to write a proper brief about a new tool, it actually needed to know what the tool was. It decided it had to check the status of each tool, reading up on things like Google Cloud Next or Anthropic's open source releases, simply to accomplish the end goal. And get this, Jerry did all of that in exactly 10 minutes and 31 seconds. That is a massive return on investment. I mean, think about it. If you asked a human research assistant to read a day's worth of Slack messages, click every single link, read the source articles, extract the core meaning, assign a confidence score, and format the whole shebang into a spreadsheet, that would easily take 2 solid hours. Jerry did legitimate complex research work in 10 minutes. 0 humans involved. For free.
Section 4, the AI Design Partner. Let's shift gears from administrative tasks and look at some advanced cognitive design work.
To really test out this higher level of cognitive complexity, the source material set up a pretty fantastic scenario. The user fed the agent some screenshots of Zepto, which is this super popular 10-minute grocery delivery app in India. The agent was asked to critique the product flow against the brand's goals, their audience, and their constraints. Basically exactly what a senior designer would do during a rigorous audit.
And the agent didn't just look at the pictures and take a wild guess. First, it ran web searches to research Zepto's official delivery promises and figure out their target audience. But here's the crazy part. At the exact same time, it autonomously wrote a Python script to crop and visually analyze the provided app screenshots. It literally coded its own tool on the fly just so it could inspect different parts of the screens more closely.
Just 4 minutes later,
The agent handed back a 7-page document. And this wasn't just some basic bullet point list of critiques. This was a fully fleshed out, highly professional engineering handoff. We're talking implementation targets, key differences in decisions, explaining exactly why it changed the flow architecture, and even a code mapping section for the engineers to build from. That is hours of high-level senior designer work cranked out in 4 minutes.
Section 5. Managing your AI team. Because let's be real, an AI coworker is only actually useful if your human team can collaborate with it easily.
Luckily, sharing an agent with your whole team under a single subscription is incredibly fast. You just create a public Slack channel, copy that specific channel ID, paste it back into your ChatGPT agent settings, and then invite the agent bot into the channel. One person sets it up, and boom, instantly, everyone on your team has access.
Once it's living inside Slack, the workflow is totally frictionless. You just type something like, "Hey, @Jerry, how many updates from the last 24 hours? Give me a brief of each in one single thread." It feels completely natural. It acts exactly like messaging a normal coworker directly inside Slack. And a few minutes later, Jerry replies right there in a clean thread that anyone in the channel can read.
Oh, and if you ever need to tweak how Jerry behaves, you don't have to go digging through clunky nested settings menus. You just talk to it. You literally just send a chat prompt saying something like, "Stop showing me meetings before 10 a.m." And you're done. The agent instantly learns and updates its own behavior moving forward.
So we've seen how these agents can act as chiefs of staff, write code, run autonomous web research, and even step in as senior design partners, all deeply integrated into the tools you already use. So I'm going to leave you with a question to chew on. How will your team's daily operations change when you can deploy a customized, fully autonomous digital coworker in just 5 minutes? The possibilities for scaling what you can do are genuinely endless. Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer.